Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another match review for you of the fourth round of the summer series at my club. This time around I was responsible for stage design, and so I'm going to talk a bit about my goals for each stage, because I wanted each stage to offer a particular challenge, something that we either ought to try to get good at or something that we will typically see at various matches. The first stage, called Modified Bill, was just that. It's a modified version of the bill drill. It's shot at a much longer range than the bill drill typically is. Now, the bill drill is typically shot at 7 yards, whereas this one was shot at 15 meters. So that certainly affects it. However, I thought it was useful for us to have just a static stage, 6 targets to engage with a reload in the middle, and just see how we did. And anyway, here's my run.
Are you ready? Stand by. Finished, unload and show clear. If clear, hammer down, hold. Range is clear.
So this was the first time in, at least 2 years that I shot anything resembling a bill drill. And as I've noted on other occasions, I am still getting used to using the gun with the optic. That said, I'm pretty happy with this. The final 2 shots were probably not necessary, so that cost me another couple of seconds. But yeah, 4 alpha hits, 8 Charlie hits, decent effect on target, and I'm again seeing very, very, very smooth reloads. So all in all, I'm pretty happy. So stage 2 was called Pickup. So called because we had to pick up both magazines and the gun. And this is a challenge that you often see, if not in level 2 matches, then at least in level 3 matches. And I thought it would be fun to see how we dealt with that. Before I say too much about it, I want to show you how I did. So here's my run. Ready!
Are you ready? Stand by. If finished, unload and show clear. If clear, hammer down, hold. Range is clear.
Alright, let's get the bad stuff out of the way first and foremost. I'm honestly not sure what happened with my mag there. I could have sworn that I'd inserted it properly, but obviously I hadn't. When it fell out a second time, I'm assuming that was because I put too much pressure on the magazine release with my support hand. That's my assumption, and unless I see that happen again, then I'm going to continue assuming so. I think it's probably a pretty safe assumption. Not awfully happy with the 3 mics either. Alright, so the bad stuff dealt with. I am very, very happy with how I dealt with it. I didn't lose my cool. I just, I picked up my mag. I only had the 2 mags. So I didn't have the option of leaving it. So, I bent down, I picked it up, I inserted it, I racked the slide, and off we went. Excellent. And the same time number 2. As for the actual picking up, during my walkthrough, I'd practiced, picking up 2 mags, slamming one in my belt rig before picking up the gun and loading the gun, and that actually works pretty well as well. Other than that, yeah, I'm pretty happy. The movement from box to box went pretty well. I felt my transitions were getting good, and again, I'm seeing excellent work on just inserting the magazine, which that's good to see. All right, finally, let's have a look at stage 3. Now, stage 3 was called backup, and it was called backup because, well, we're backing up. And again, this is something that we see fairly often in level 2 matches as well, and most level 3 matches around here will feature at least one stage where you have to back up to some extent. So practicing that, getting comfortable with moving backwards, getting into a position when moving backwards, I think that's important. So yeah, that's my rationale as to why I included that. And without any further ado, let's have a look at my run.
Stand by. Finished. Clear. It's clear. Camera. Range is clear.
Okay, for the most part, I'm happy about that run. Only 2 little niggly things. Number 1, I should have kept a better count of my ammo expenditure, and I should have reloaded on my way from box 2 to box 3. Number 2, I actually went too far into box 3. I stepped onto the platform that marks the uprange border of the box, so I had to move forwards, and you can actually, if you're looking for it, you can see it happen. Other than that, I'm tolerably happy. Not very happy about the mic, but again, okay, fine. I'm getting a mic. That's just the way it is. But yeah, other than that, 9 alphas, 9 charlies, and 5 deltas in a fairly slow time. But I am focusing more on the marksmanship side of things and less on the speed side of things for now, just because once I get the marksmanship skills down, then I can start speeding it up. All in all, I'm very happy with how this match went. The stages were very well received by the shooters, and we all had a nice, fun, safe day at the range, which I think, that's all I'm going to ask for. If we get more than that, that is excellent, but I'm certainly not going to expect anything beyond having a fun time at the range. That's it for me this time around. It will probably be a while until my next video. I don't know exactly when I'm going to the range next time. It's summertime, and well, I am going to prioritize family time. So without any further ado, I'm going to sign off and wish you a good summer and happy blinking.